Going on a special march. Scorpio, November 11. Special double header, triple double, double triple. This time we're gonna go counterclockwise as yesterday. We did clockwise and we're going again to the drying some laundry because realized that temperature is dropping. So I had to wash my duvets, blankets to get ready. I saw that next week is gonna be in the minus. And since tomorrow it's gonna be rainy all day, I'm gonna take the day to clean, purify, reorder my room off Sun Temple. Special Remembrance Day. Day remembering the armistice of the First World War, which was signed, of course, November 11th, on the 11th hour and I believe even 11th minute. And although paradoxically, providentially, in a parallel way, yours truly has the most memories that I have are from the last 7.7 years or so. I do remember a little bit from childhood, adolescence, young adulthood. And paradoxically, maybe in a providential parallel way for a purpose, more from past lives and incarnations. It's like General S. Patton. One of my favorite poems being Through a Glass Darkly, which I do recommend everybody to read and meditate upon. It's a bit chilly, so this I'm gonna do exactly the same trajectory.
Wanted to work at 4:30.
The same trajectory, although counterclockwise. Counterclockwise this time. Clockwise he went yesterday towards the sunset. This time's gonna be, it's already dark. 5:45 p.m. EST in Hawk Island. A bit windy on the chilly side. Chilly. Gonna do a special art dance and rant. And marching on these steel toe boots in nature and civilization. See this concrete, residential buildings, which sometimes I hope that I'm calling on multi-millionaire artists, athletes, finance to put a little bit of color. I would love to see this gray residential building, some red, some green, and some yellow, some orange, some rainbow, and civilization with nature. Because of course we have a lot of trees. My neighborhood NDG, CDN NDG. I'm grateful to still have trees around. Once upon a time there was forest here. Look at this big majestic tree. It's 7 times bigger than my size. And that one also. And these trees are but the hair on the goddess. The goddess's body. Just by many names, countless names. Holy and sacred names not to be uttered among men. Unless I get thunder in my head. these trees. Like that one. I'll put the hairs on the goddess's body. This wind is her breath. Can be cold and fiery, and in between these trees. I'll put the hairs on the goddess's body as the goddess who dances with a bird of the sun. Don't guess that one kiss from the goddess. The starlit heavens above. And that one kiss turns into 93 trillions of kisses. Those 93 trillions of kisses from that one kiss are received by yours truly, Adrian Hanna Dragan. Dragan Zero, General Founding Captain of the Dragan Army. And yours truly, Priestess of the Goddess of the Goddess. H-A-N-N-H, Priestess Hanna, motherfucker. Androgynous pansexual founder of the dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom. And the Dragon Kingdom is one with the dancing goddess empire. Are one under the sun and the stars, under the moon on earth. For world peace, international justice, securing and ensuring global freedom, and attaining harmony between civilization and nature. This marching dance, art, ranting, philosophizing, meditation, marching on steel toe boot session is dedicated thereof. And do need to do dry laundry, otherwise I don't want to turn the heat on yet. On a budget, turning the heat on will mean more electricity consumption. Although it's clean, renewable, 100% renewable and clean energy, it does cost monetarily, financially, because the money. I'm marching east now, east. On the special November 11th, Remembrance Day or Armistice Day, marking the end of the First World War, which was supposed to be the war that ends all wars. But I guess the frustration, the frustrations of civilization and its discontents made us had many other wars after that one. And paradoxically, in a providential parallel way, maybe for a purpose. Though I do remember a little bit from my childhood, a little bit from my adolescence, a little bit from my young adult life. Most that I remember is the past 7.7 years, and more from past lives. As an American born in the USA 156 years ago. That way. 718 miles from Hawk Island, Montreal. 156 years ago served in the US Army. I'm marching east now. Marching east, east, east. I'm gonna turn north. Yesterday we marched west, 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 north, and then east, and now we're gonna do counterclockwise in a circle, circle, circle. As yesterday we did clockwise. Third march in a row. Third march in a row on these steel toe boots. Steel toe boots. Now a lot of traffic. I'm glad that I said I was gonna smoke again. By proxy. By not smoking literally, but by inhaling the CO2 emissions and the exhaust from the cars, I mean. On my left side you can see big residential buildings. These ones are very gray. I would love to see them red, green, even orange, a rainbow. And on the other side we have the train tracks. And we do have some trees there. Trees that are 7 times bigger than my size, bigger than me. And one tree 7 times bigger than my size is this one, in the midst of the urban jungle, concrete and steel. Trees are but the hair on the goddess's body. The goddess that dances with her brother the sun to make, create and produce all ALL fruits, vegetables and legumes that our brothers and sisters, farmers, harvest for us to make, upgrade, or build civilization. And at the hands of these farmers need be kissed, the bodies need be massaged, the feet need be washed. So to that trinity, and I'm willing to do that for the farmers, for my brothers and sisters farmers, because I realize how totally fucking useless I can be. Although I said I have no experience farming, I do. Although, of course, very little in this life. In other lives, I spent decades farming in a past life by the Nile in ancient Egypt many times, by the Euphrates, ancient Babylon, ancient Rome, by the Danube, ancient India, by the Ganges. In this life, Canadian, multi-ethnic, world LGBTQ, rainbow citizen, a rainbow world citizen, Adrian H. Dragan, born who died during COVID, being reborn Adrian Hannah Dragan. So I do have some experience, a few times, a few years participated in urban farming. So the plots, lots, and spaces were smaller, basically, but is the same. It's just the farming is done on a more smaller scale than outside in the rural with the big farms. So do have some experience farming, urban farming, and sowing, plotting, and of course eating from the fruits of my labor. Fruits of my labor. So harvested, sowed, planted, dug up the dirt, got dirty, in the mud, in the dirt, planted, sowed, and ate from the work of my labor. So have some experience. So not in theory, and I did it in practice. It's not totally fucking useless. But still, during COVID realized the big interconnected, intersected interprivileges that we have one way or another, or that in some circumstances we are interdependent upon each other for survival, for growth, and for experience, of course, learning, and of course for purpose, and for pleasure. But nonetheless, so in theory could survive, but nonetheless the farmers that's what I'm willing to do to the farmers, in parallel to the vets and our elders and my fellow LGBTQ community, and of course ally community. I love that. Oh, it's really well done. Not sure who did it, but this one here, you see, this one's fucking nice on rocks. And there's a few of them there. That one also. These one are works of art. See, like this one. On the walls, there's nice work of art, commission art, which I love. I'm calling on the artists, multi-millionaire artists, multi-millionaire athletes, multi-billionaire businessmen, players in the NFL, National Football League, NHL, NBA, MLB, multi-millionaire rappers, finance that put some color on these buildings. Some red, some blue, some purple, some orange, something like that. In the different neighborhoods. On the steel toe boots march. dedicated to the dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, and the dragon kingdom and the dancing goddess empire are one, non-sectarian, all willingly loving. So join as citizens, allies, supporters, can, in whatever way, shape or form and capacity. In a non-sectarian way, of course, not sectarian. But you gotta support the general mission, vision, and philosophy of the Dragon Kingdom. And of course, the Phoenix People's Party, the anti-war, anti-racism, pro-love, universal revolutionary centrist party. It's on democratic fusion and public-private partnership, putting many of my theories into practice. Theories such as debt refusion, love is action theory, philosophical, social, spiritual theories, the body is a temple, for purpose and for pleasure. And CIT, citizen integration theory, which we have written, developed, created. And developed over the past years of struggle, suffering, being suicidal, depressed, financially stressed. Even now, living in the worst financial crisis of my life, but I'm grateful. I'm, of course, thankful that my rent is paid. And God paid also my electricity bill. So can't kick me out in November. Can't cut my electricity bill and and 1/3 my phone bill is paid. And I'm marching on these steel-toe boots in this hot island, Montreal. As I'm being reborn with every push-up, every dance move, every marching step, every squat, every hawk, every rap, song, lyric. I am the best underground rapper of 2021 and will be of 2022. I got a hobby. Been rapping underground since 1996. Ain't got no money for the studio, but so those farmers that harvest the fruits, vegetables, and legumes, leaders of the free world, go kiss their hands a bit, wash their feet, massage their bodies. I'll do it with you. Adrian Hanna Dragan for my allies and armies, supporting lovers, thou art my family. That's what I'm willing to do. Have some kisses, some massages, some tickles, some washes. some dancing, some rapping. Y'all keep on listening to rappers that be living in gated communities, man. Y'all listening to rappers that live in gated communities. That's the best lyrics of 2021, November 11th. Y'all listening to rappers that be living in gated communities, man. I'm marching steel toe boots. Hey. I gotta give a shout out and thanks to my anonymous sister, who's a friend and a teacher to that Trinity. Friend, teacher, sister, it's my adds a fourth dimension to that Trinity. It's my one and only financial sponsor at the moment. Got me these. Best pair of pants, army pants I ever had. This jacket. And even this shirt. Trinity. This Raiders hat is of mysterious origins. I have no idea how I got it. I just have it. Steel toe boots I've found. On my red hoodie. Got it secondhand. I think it was $5.50 or $6.50. I turned directions now. I'm heading north. I'm gonna be heading north for a while on the north side. And then we're gonna do a switch later again. So now I'm going north direction, Hawk Island, Montreal. I'm grateful that there are not so many cars on the roads, because with the cold and I'm still coughing a bit, when I inhale a bit of the CO2 emissions, it feels like I'm taking a puffs from cigarettes, and I don't want to smoke no cigarettes. No thanks. No thanks. So I don't want to be smoking no cigarettes. I haven't smoked cigarettes in many years, and sometimes I'm imagining, of course, with the cars on the roads, especially when I'm in an intersection and there's plenty of cars on rush hour, getting the CO2 on how many puffs of cigarettes am I taking? I guess sometimes a few or a little bit of one. It is quantifiable, of course. There is a number, and it also depends on the car and also the type of cigarettes, because some cigarettes are stronger than others. I do occasionally smoke marijuana, smoke cannabis. I haven't smoked in more than a month. Not sure what that means. See, like in this intersection now, I'm hoping that there won't be too many cars, so I don't have to inhale the CO2 and start taking puffs of cigarettes. There's a definite number. See here, there's more cars. And oh, that was good. That was good. Only got one puff maybe. So we're heading north now, and we're gonna go east to the same laundromat. We still got some tokens, and we're gonna do meditative. So the perimeter that I've covered will be almost identical to the one yesterday. Not the one that was done Tuesday though, because Tuesday, so this is gonna be the third march in a row, third march in a row. Tuesday was a bit longer. Steel toe boots 3 times in a row also. And of course, imagining and speculating, and also of course assuming, or more of a scenario, envisioning rather, scenario as relating to the Dragan army. So the security and service institution which have founded during COVID. Yours truly, General Founding Dragan Zero. Shall founded from the eye of the dragon, the sun, with millions of push-ups, millions of squats, millions of hawks, and trillions of marching steps. I'm marching north. And of course, calling for the creation thereof, just as envisioned in my scenario, in a complementary, cooperative, covenant manner with the other institution, the International Integrated Dance League, aka the Dancing Goddess Army, an institution for purpose and for pleasure. To dance, dance, dance. For Mother Nature, the greatest artist, the forgotten goddess, and to attain harmony between civilization and nature, and to provide purpose, and to attain harmony between civilization and nature, and pleasure. Dancing to be a pleasure sport, and to provide to those willingly loving allies, armies, supporters, and citizens on a volunteer consent basis the services along as Adrian Hanna Dragan to my allies, army supporters. I am your servant, thy servant Adrian Hanna Dragan. Thy servant Adrian Hanna Dragan can kiss at trillions, massage, wash, carry, read, create art, entertain, dance, and do loving in black, white, rainbow ways. In black, white, or rainbow ways. And of course, And
Sabrina!
the anthem of the dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, which are one, will have music of different genres: techno music, rap music, pop music, classic music, different genres of music fused, but there will be no lyrics. It will be children, kids, youth, the youth, and adolescents. Sounds of youth, the young, playing, loving, giggling, having fun. I'm loving those sounds. And Mother Nature's bird, lion, flora and fauna sounds. That's gonna be the anthem. Children laughing, playing, loving, giggling, coupled with the sounds of Mother Nature. Flora and fauna. No lyrics, as in other nations or states or empires or kingdoms, or be universal, because that is universal, and yours truly, universal revolutionary centrist, has suffered and struggled, and remembering this Remembrance Day, my past lives in different lives was a priestess, a woman, in others a soldier, in others a farmer, and this one the world's greatest living dancing millennial rainbow poet, independent artist, activist and athlete, philosopher, universal spiritual teaching student, because I'm learning every day, don't know it all, in a parallel life. Science, innovation and technology would have been my chosen path, but diverged, and in this life is spirituality, psychology, physicality, sexuality, the irrational emotional side, and of course the artistic. It's not recognized as at this point in time, but and the best underground rapper. I am from a hobby of 2021 November 11th today. I'm the best freestyle 2021 rapper. Masking Kanye, yay. To marry me in an open BDSM switch. Marriage for world peace. For world peace. I aim to sing the lyrics because I'm an independent athlete, amateur boxer. I'm still challenging Donald Trump to a boxing match on the Canadian-US border, to fight me in a ring made of Canadian aluminum and steel. Just like due to those tariffs imposed on Canadian aluminum and steel. Kanye West to sing this chorus of a song which I've written a few years back, a rap song. Here's the lyrics. You know Dragan's fists are gonna make Trumpo's nose grow. Like Pinocchio. Cut it up, bro, yo. Born tycoon with a silver spoon, though. What you know about hard work and steel toe boots, though? Cut it out, yo. Ah, smells good. Something's cooking in the restaurant. Don't waste no food. Eat everything off the goddamn plate. I was gonna eat the rich. Keep listening to rappers that be living in gated communities. We're gonna keep on marching north, and at the intersection we're gonna start marching west again. Special steel toe boots march. Near DeCarry, going north, north, north. Thank goodness I didn't pick that side. I was gonna march on that side. I would have gotten a lot of smoke, CO2 emissions from the traffic jam there. I would have been taking more puffs of cigarettes. COP26, leaders of the free world. Drop down and give Dragan 013 push-ups. With love and for the sake of world peace. On this march, imagining, doing scenarios, speculating of the perimeter, just like yesterday and Tuesday. This is the third in a row marching with steel toe boots. The perimeter, which is XYZ square miles, square kilometers, imagining how securing food, housing, and transport, those three essential elements of civilization, by the Dragan Army, officially international citizen integrated social security force. Just like in my scenario, which began before COVID and which in a paradoxical providential way resembles the COVID-19 health and financial crises. And of course, imagining on the services that are required to be an integrated security and service, but mainly securing those three. After the essentials are secured, food, housing, and transport, we can work on the extras, right? We can work on the extras. Food, housing, and transport. Those three essential elements of civilization: food, housing, transport. Securing the three. Once you have secured the three elements, food, housing, and transport, we can encourage people to work out, to train, to exercise, to work out, to be of service to other fellow brothers and sisters across the Dragon Kingdom. In whatever capacity, with no shame, no judgment. I could use a little bit of BDSM myself sometime. Switch. I'm not a fucking dictator. I could use a little bit of whipping my goddamn self. Some leather, with a black and white leather, and green and red. I make the whip rainbow. I'm not perfect. I got lusts. Matter of fact, could use some rock and roll love right now. Want some twerking on. Love is action. Philosophy, the body is a temple for purpose and for pleasure. Can get dirty. Like to get dirty too. Or don't stay dirty. Staying dirty get us germs, bacteria, disease, microbes. Right? You get microbes, disease, germs. We don't have no play, no civilization, kids, children. Bacteria, germs, microbes. The micro level, it exists. How we're aware of it or not is there in a parallel life. Science, innovation, and technology is my path. And this one, spirituality, sexuality, psychology, philosophy, art, dance. The irrational, emotional side, the artistic, is my path. Now, parallel life, physics, theoretical and practical applied physics. So in the micro level, microscopes, microchips, satellites, supercomputers, and software, hardware is my universe. In that parallel life, not in this one. One is dancing, loving, arting, massaging, writing, philosophizing, spirituality, and art, dance, love. So I'm envisioning how many here in these big buildings, residential buildings. These are relatively new. Mortgages, rent, food security, food prices are going off the roof. For me, I gotta budget and see if I'm not gonna have to go for another shopping to get essentials. Get the essentials. So food, housing, and transport. For that building, this building, left, right, all at all levels of society to be integrated. Just like envisioned in my scenario. So a nice red, 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Want to see a green dragon, green goddess on them. With those 3, can do something. So your food, housing, transport, be of service. What gotta be done? I need a massage. I need some wash. Need some cooking. Need some XYZ. Right? On the march. After the three essentials are secured for all, this will ensure freedom. Secure freedom. This is how we secure freedom. The Dragan army. Nobody is born a dragon is the motto of the Dragan army. You got to be able to do the general war integrated total body training system. So you can be an ally, supporter in every capacity, a lover with services, but be a member of the Dragan army. You got to be able to do the general war integrated total body training system, just like envisioned and done, performed by me 213 times in my underground room, office, and temple. The general war integrated total body training system was created by yours truly back in October 2019 as a world peace advocate, paradoxically, a student scholar of wars, geopolitics, civilizations. And is an independent analyst and theorist. In October 2019, after taking into consideration geopolitical events which had transpired up to that moment in time, namely the US-China trade war began by the Trump administration in 2018, imposing more than tariffs on more than 665 billion worth of goods, 10%, 15, 20, 25% on more than 665 billion worth of goods. Consequently, the arrest of Meng Wanzhou, aka Kathy Meng, the chief financial officer of Huawei and daughter of the founder of Huawei, the biggest telecommunications, smartphone, internet infrastructure, one of the biggest in the world, maker thereof, Huawei. She was arrested by the RCMP in Canada to honor an extradition treaty with the USA. And last month they were, and also afterwards, after her arrest, 2 Canadian nationals were arrested, detained in China. Michael Spavor, Michael Kovrig, which a month ago they were released after Kathy Meng was released, only a few hours thereafter. So it was an unadmitted exchange, not openly, publicly declared to be an exchange, quid pro quo, but that's what it was. So I've taken those into consideration along with historical events such as Pearl Harbor, and I've said we, North American civilization, Western civilization, the world for that matter, we are on a path to World War III, since we had 2 world wars, and today we're remembering the armistice, the end of that first war, November 11th. Right? November 11th was the armistice. And so, as a world peace advocate, paradoxically, but also as, although I'm a dreamer and a hopeful, I know I've experienced it myself. I'm not perfect. I have darkness, and I had, and less now. I'm working on it, negative emotions and feelings. But when you're down, and I have been rock bottom, financially, emotionally, physically, I died during COVID. But the lower aspect of self and all the ideologies and ultra-nationalism and racism and prejudice and psychosexual ideological frustrations and other issues. So there's a part of us, humanity, that we don't admit openly, we loathe, and as I've said and will say it, some people confuse evil, bad, and negative with their own lusts, hidden prejudices, hidden fears. So anyways, philosophy aside, I created the General War Integrated Total Body Training System. I said in a World War III scenario, no longer being suicidal, want to survive and experience, first and foremost, more loving, creating, writing, eat some food that I've never ate before. So the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, designed, made, and created to go hand in hand with the World War III scenario, which I've just mentioned. There are two sides to a coin. So anybody willingly loving, you got to be able to do the workout within the rules. 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hocks. That trinity, push-ups, squats, hocks, 100 for each. 93 minutes to do, 13 max reps per set, 3 minimum, anywhere in between. And there we are. There's my winter blanket. I'm gonna put 3. So back to the rules. The mysterious. Alright. So back to the rules of the General War Integrated Total Body Training System. You gotta be able to do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hocks within the rules. So that trinity, push-ups, squats, hocks. 100 hocks, 100 push-ups, 100 squats. You got 93 minutes to do. 100 for each of the 3 aforementioned, the Trinity, Holy, Sacred, Divine, Dragan workout Trinity, push-ups, squats, hocks. 100 for each. You got 93 minutes. Start the countdown. Once you start the 93-minute countdown, you don't stop. You march You jog, you run, fast pace, or you walk, fast pace. Maximum 13 reps per set, minimum 3. Keep those two numbers in mind, 13 and 3. I'm gonna do this. Otherwise I'm gonna get hot. Love this jacket. My sister, friend, teacher gave me this jacket, one of the best ever had. Even these pants and this shirt. 3 items. The pants, this Spartan, and this. And the jacket, or gifts from my sister, friend, teacher, who has the 4th dimension, to that Trinity being my one and only financial sponsor. So back to the general war integrated total body training system was made, created, and produced, designed to go hand in hand with the World War III scenario. Back in October 2019, I had created, made, and designed the general war integrated total body training system. AKA the 300 workout, made, designed, and created to go hand in hand with the World War III scenario. In a paradoxical, providential, parallel way, it resembles the COVID-19 health and financial crises. Since it resembles the financial crises and my scenario, what causes World War III is a stock market crash, which causes a global financial collapse. That is what causes World War III in my fictitious scenario based on the analysis. Paradoxically, I was, am, and will be still a world peace advocate, but understand we gotta channel the aggressions, the violence, channel. Not necessarily repress, but channel. Channel it by working out, training, exercising, doing community work, activity, volunteering, integrating at all sectors of the economy, right? Integrating. On all levels of the economy, and society and civilization. And so in my scenario, what causes World War III is a stock market crash, which subsequently triggers a global financial collapse, which is blamed on the Trump administration, de facto USA, by many countries, and thus World War III begins. 93 days later, since the first time that I performed the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, was October 17, 2019. October 17, 2019 was the first session. I've performed 213 sessions indoors so far in my underground room, office, and temple, and now I'm doing them round about Hawk Island, where I have consecrated, blessed, dedicated several Dragan gyms, Dragan armies, gymnasiums with rocks, with logs, with man-made concrete. And so yours truly, since July 24th, seeing that COVID-19 health and financial crisis resembles my scenario in many ways. Since July 24, 2020, in the midst of COVID, I began advocating, calling for the creation of the Dragan army, just like in my scenario. Although my scenario had the World War III destruction and devastation, there was also a reconstruction, reset, and rebuilding. And that was part of it. Mobilizing 1% of the citizens of NATO countries, North Atlantic Treaty Organization member nation countries, NATO, 1% of the citizens, calling on the state of Israel state to be the 31st member of NATO ASAP. So to integrate, create these new institutions of security and service at all levels of society. An integrated social security force, aka the Dragan army. in order to secure food, housing, and transport for all via public-private partnership. Just like in my scenario, that was the solution, the mobilization and the creation of a new transnational social and security force, and integrated with all existing levels and public and private organizations and private and public security forces and armed forces and security institutions at all levels. So since July 24th, 2020, that's what I began advocating for, the creation of the International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, aka the Dragan Army, just like envisioned in my scenario, in order to secure food, housing, and transport for all the three essentials of civilization, thus ensuring freedom. And after we have ensured freedom, we can work on the extras. So you got to be able to do the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, aka the 300 workout within the rules. You got 93 minutes to do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hacks, 13 max reps per set, 3 minimum, 6, 7, or 8 in between, or any number. I've been doing sets of 10. 10 times 10 is 100, gets you to 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hacks. So that trinity, but there's no stop once you start the 93-minute countdown. Create in mind is the de facto standard training for the Dragan Army and the de facto examination to be a member of the Dragan Army, and this applied to current cadets who just started today 11-11, or for lieutenants or ranking of all generals, all levels of all NATO member countries, security forces, police forces. You got to be able to do this workout, the General War Integrated Total Body Training System. All ALL orders given by yours truly, Dragan Zero, to the Dragan Army must be obeyed. No order will be given but to secure the three essential elements of civilization. First and foremost, food, housing, and transport. Once those three essential elements are secured, this will ensure freedom. We can encourage people to train, exercise, work out, do community work. I encourage everybody to get tested, get vaccinated. My trinity on COVID has been, is, and will be this. First and foremost, do not know for sure what has caused COVID. Second, believe it was zoonotic transmissions from snakes to human beings. And third, since do not know for sure, cannot rule out XYZ, another possibility, be it a man-made virus, an accident in a lab, an experiment gone wrong, or a bioweapon. Fourth dimension to that trinity, my trinity on COVID, what do know, is my workout, the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, created, designed, and made to go hand in hand with a World War III scenario. Had the solution, had the devastation of World War III in my scenario, after my analysis of where society, civilization is heading. I said we are on a path to World War III, and so I created the scenario. And since the scenario resembles the COVID-19 health and financial crisis, that's what I began advocating for, the creation of the International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, aka the Dragan Army. Now COVID, encourage everybody to get tested, get vaccinated. See, gotta wash their hands with hygiene. The wash. And I'm already here, so I touched the handle there, open it, and I touched the door. I didn't see, maybe it was hidden, so I'm gonna use my own. I'm gonna wash, disinfect, and I'm gonna disinfect again, because I don't know my fellow brothers and sisters, citizens' hygiene. By mistake, we forget so many things on the mind: financial stress, economic stress, commercial stress, rent late, food, hygiene. See? Open carrying disinfectant. Okay. It's hot. So I touched it with my right hand. I touched here, and I touched, so three. I touched the first door, the first handle, and the second. While I came in, there's two doors. The first door, I opened it, I put it with my shoulder, I held the laptop, I opened it, the second door with my right hand again, and this one, I opened it with my right hand. So I did touch 3 times, right? So now I'm disinfected. It's gonna be the same when I check. I will touch this, and I will touch to go out, so 3 times again. So better disinfect when you go in and when you come out of a public building. I don't know how many people touched it. How many people were here today at this one? Maybe 1, maybe 5, maybe more than 5. How many people came in the laundromat all together? I don't see many people here now, but I see some machines. There's nobody inside but me But I see some machines are going, so they came and went and left. Maybe they live somewhere close. There's plenty of machines, so well, whatever. They touched. What else did they touch? I don't know. Do they disinfect their hands properly? I do not know. I encourage people to hygiene. I love to get dirty too. But we gotta get dirty. If we get dirty, we get back clean. We don't stay dirty. We don't stay filthy. Because staying filthy and dirty gets bacteria, gets germs, gets disease. You got germs, microbes, bacteria, gets disease. So we gotta wash, disinfect. Alright? That's all we gotta do. So you gotta work out, train, exercise, encourage all to get tested, get vaccinated. Got 2 Pfizer shots. I got a goddess. Yes, I say goddess tattoo here. I'm willing to get the 3rd. Providentially got both shots in the forehead of the goddess. She got a jewels. And the forehead with the jewels, that's where I got both shots at the same spot. I'm willing to get the 3rd one at the same spot. On the forehead of the goddess, G-O-D-D-S-S. This is dry. It's dry. This is dry. Below and up. Gonna go need do some more tokens just in case I need. Wow. Got one more just in case. Because some are dry, some are okay, so. Some are dry. Now to wrap it up on the COVID, I had COVID. Although I'm vaccinated before mass testing was available, back in end of January 2020 until about February 20th, 2020. Was very sick, was very ill. It was like pestilence, death and disease. In many ways, Adrian H. Dragonborn died during COVID. Being reborn, Adrian Hanna, Dragon, androgynous, pansexual, founder of the dancing goddess and the Dragon Empire. And I died during COVID. Encourage everybody to get tested, get vaccinated, clean, wash the hands, rub, disinfect. Got a education curriculum coming up, simple, effective, and efficient for the Dragon Kingdom, which is one with the dancing goddess empire, one under the sun and the stars, on the moon, on earth. Which yours truly is the general, founding captain, and dancing priestess, world's greatest living dancing millennial rainbow poet, independent artist, activist, and athlete for world peace, international justice, and global freedom, and securing and ensuring global freedom and attaining harmony between civilization and with nature. Yours truly, Adrian Hanna Dragon. To all my allies and armies, supporters, lovers, in my holy, divine, sacred name, be blessed with millions of kisses from yours truly, which I've gotten to found the World Bank of Love. I had the trillions of the kisses of the goddess. My name, may you be blessed. I love you, I love you, I love you. If you're LGBTQ like me, pansexual, rainbow dragon, love your ally. If not, you can be a supporter, citizens. But I guess if you're not an ally and you oppose LGBTQ and not an ally, then well, that's the end of that road. For yours truly, Adrian Hanna Dragon. I love you to all my allies. Kisses from the goddess. Disinfect, wash. Encourage all to get tested, get vaccinated. I'm double shot, willing to get the third. We have a public hygiene crisis and emergencies, which has triggered a global economic, financial, and commercial crises. We can go together by sharing, creating a new world order of peace, love, and justice, by securing freedom by the Dragan Army, the International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, and by dancing, organizing mass dancing events, turning dance to sport. And now I'm gonna bust the dance move 77 minutes in. Holy Sacred Divine Name, or the Holy Sacred Divine Book of my Goddess, in nomine Babylon. This is the best towel that I ever got from my sister friend, who's oftentimes been a teacher, fourth dimension. Who adds the fourth dimension to that trinity of sister friend teacher. Be my one and only financial sponsor tonight, 7:07 p.m. Maybe I got now. Somebody's getting $1 commission for some work. I'm open for business with this. So that's the fourth dimension. 1, 2, the jacket, 3, and fourth dimension. Hole's getting bigger. Gonna need to sew it again. Now, excuse me. Thank you. Put that. Had to use the hands. Had to use the hand, so what do? You have to disinfect. Where's the best place to disinfect the hands? Right there. Spotted the location. Well, because when I came in there wasn't nobody, but now there were one person had come in while I was there and another person came in, so don't know. Are they vaccinated? Do they disinfect? They forgot they're disinfected at home. I didn't see it there, the disinfectant. Maybe it was in the corner, but nonetheless. I have it, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disinfect. I'm gonna disinfect my hands. See? It's not hard. Find a spot. Right here. In theory, I only touch with my right hand, but we'll disinfect both hands. See? Disinfectant hand sanitizer open, squirt, apply, open, squirt, apply. See, I applied a bit. This is a bit much. I'm gonna rub between the fingers, on the palms, inside, outside, inside, outside, in between, outside, in between. Rub again, inside, interlock the fingers, interlock the fingers, interlock the fingers. And hands are disinfected in 3, 2, 1. Disinfecting procedure successfully completed, done properly. Going in a public building, coming out of a public building. Rub, hand sanitizer. And I understand, for financial, economic, financial, commercial reasons, especially if you got family too. I'm lucky I got mine discounted. Well, on special, but do understand the burden, the economic, financial, commercial burden. I am feeling the burden right now, living in the worst financial crisis of my adult life with this COVID. But I'm still grateful. My rent's paid until November. For November, they can't kick me out. Got electricity bill is paid. Can read, educate, do videos. Tell my allies, armies, and supporters that I love them. Send them kisses, hugs, and rubs. And workout, train, exercise, and clean, purify, reorder my room, office, and temple. Look at this big residential building. And these are big residential buildings here. How many of you think are struggling financially with food security? How many are late on the rent? Thank goodness I'm not. I paid my rent. I always did. Paid my rent. My rent is paid. And I always did. Rent is paid. Although sometimes due to XYZ factors was a day or 2, 3 days late, but never more than that. And that very rare. In the last 7.7 years, maybe only 3 times, and just because of the person wasn't there to give the rent to, or it was the weekend, or XYZ. And one, economic, financial, commercial, will pride that I never not paid rent. So if that's important. So I'm grateful. Rent's paid, electricity bill is paid. It's the second day in the row that I come march and do laundry. 3rd day in a row that I march on these steel toe boots. I'm working out, training, exercising, has been, is, and will be medicine and therapy for yours truly. I believe it is so for many. That's why since day one I've been encouraging, advocating, calling for the mass financing thereof and encouragement, especially the youth. It truly is, and this is science. It truly is. Truly is a scientific miracle. Neuroplasticity, living proof of acquired savant syndrome, and by activity and action lost more than 77 pounds, close to 80 today. When I began to work out in the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, of which I performed 213 sessions in October 2019, I lost about 65 pounds up to that point in time. October 2019, when I began the General War Integrated Total Body Training System, which was created, made, and designed to go hand in hand with the World War III scenario, which in a nearly paradoxical providential way resembles the COVID-19 health and financial crisis. This is July 24th. That's what I began advocating for, the creation of the International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, aka the Dragan Army, in order to secure food, housing, and transport for all. Once those three essential elements are secured, we can encourage people to work out, train, volunteer, do community work, and put the theories of citizen integration theory, my theory, into practice. That we need to have integration across all levels of societies to combat alienation and depression, and achieve a new world order of peace and a rejuvenation, so that we learn about all the different things that makes us a society and civilization, and how things work, such as, look at this light, electricity light here above me. Thank Goddess, whose veins are the rivers, it comes from her. Hydro, clean, renewable, no CO2 emission, clean energy, right? So all these lights come from Hydro Quebec. Clean, renewable, zero emitting, zero pollution emitting energy. Thanks to Hydro, the human ingenuity, human labor and struggle as well, and sacrifice, and sacrifice, and pain and work and thinking and brains and muscle, brains and muscle, right, to develop electrification and hydroelectrification, and is now we have about 63 dams, some smaller, medium, and others big, that of course are the reason why we have clean, renewable energy, such as those lights, or the lights of that residential building there, or this school here. See, school is connected with cables, it's connected to transmission sources, then to generators, all the way to the source of the dams, which man-made, created ingenuity by human labor and muscle and brains and muscle. And also Mother Nature, the greatest artist and scientist, has these rivers, and we make hydroelectricity. So all of the lights, even the energy, electricity that I'm using for my cell phone now, of which I paid 1/3 of the phone bill. 1/3 is paid. Even in this video, which I'm making now in this March, I'm marching west now, marching west now, and marching west now. Even this video, I'm marching west. Change directions. I'm gonna march west-west a few kilometers, and then we're gonna turn south. So even this electricity that I'm using now, since I charge it in my room, office and temple, which is from clean, renewable energy source, right? And that's fucking cool, and I'm fucking grateful. So I'm not polluting, and of course I don't own a car and haven't owned a car for more than 7.7 years. I've been using public transit and a lot of these steel toe boots, running shoes, and so I do my part. I can do better. I just composted earlier a few hours ago when I left. So do compost, do recycle. Know a little bit about it, but even with that, the citizen integration. To integrate, see? To see, have excursions. You know, the Dragan army to have excursions to see how recycling is done. How compost is done. How is compost done? How is recycling done? Right? Those big trucks recycling garbage and compost. We have 3 a week that come in my neighborhood. Recycling, garbage and compost. Compost, recycling, garbage. Garbage, compost, recycling. 3 times a week. In my neighborhood. 3 big trucks. Where did they go? Where did they put it? Where do they put it? What do they do with it there? So the process of transformation, as I'm transforming with every of these marching steps, and I'm taking down these steel toe boots the 3rd time in a row, the push-up, squats, hogs, the cleaning, purification, reordering, which I'll do tomorrow, part of my transformation. Adrian H. Dragan died during COVID. I'm being reborn by all of these actions and being and meditation, because it requires also being and meditating. Complementary, not in conflict. Just like science and spirituality and psychology and civilization and nature don't have to be in conflict. Can be complementary, cooperative in a covenant way. Just like the Dragan army, whose color officially is red, which I'm wearing, and the dancing goddess army, which the color I'm wearing, green. And a dance on steel toe boots. So they can be complementary, cooperative. As I'm wearing both colors of the dancing goddess army, which is green, and red, the color of the Dragan army, which are complementary, cooperative in a covenant way for world peace, international justice, securing, ensuring global freedom and attaining harmony between civilization and nature in a universal revolutionary centrist, meaning that not fascist, not communist, universal, global, worldwide, because don't want to go back. We can have changes, but going back to what? Can attain moving forward, as I'm moving forward, and there's nothing that I want to go back to pre-COVID. I died during COVID. I'm being reborn. No longer suicidal. I admit my hidden lusts, hidden struggles, hidden prejudices. I'm not perfect. I've done wrong in speech and gestures, maybe this. Freedom is a double-edged sword. I envision my sword is, because it's double-edged, one sword black. I mean one edge of the double sword, because it's double. One side black, the other white. And the handle be the color of the rainbow, with a goddess or priestess on it, riding a lion and a snake, two-headed snake, and a hawk wings, or a snake on the hawk wings. As I envision my sword. Volunteers, artists, metal workers, steel. So see, envisioning this perimeter, I'm going counterclockwise now. I have been going clockwise yesterday. Now it's counterclockwise, but still in a circle. So I'm envisioning securing food, housing, and transport. I'm being service. What needs to be done? Service, service, service. Children, to be read some books. Children need to get some. Well, look at this, is another gym. Gymnasium there. They have their diapers changed. Need some cooking, need some cutting, need some massaging, need some washing. 1800 Dragan to my allies and armies, service. Service, service, service. 24 hours. Service, service, service. In this perimeter. Would rest on the Sabbath. With biometrics, with integrated with all public and private organizations, institutions, with organizations. Institutions and organizations integrated and of service, right? Community service, working out, training, exercising, what needs to be done. With love. Love is action. Not just blah blah blah. And how? Look at these buildings here. Who owns them? Of course, there's a duty and responsibility for maintenance and upkeep and doing in the community, organizing events, feasts, organizing doings, organizing feasts. Organizing feasts. Organizing services was the Dragan army and the dancing goddess army on the ground. And seeing environmental, what can we do better? Can we do better compost? Can we do better recycling? Can more recycling compost be done? Right? So in this perimeter that I'm going now, counterclockwise, cover a big area. Perhaps Well, my neighborhoods, Côte des Neiges, CDN, and NDG. Côte des Neiges, CDN, NDG. It's together the borough is the most populated borough on Hawk Island, Montreal, the metropolis island, surrounded by the river. I think CDN alone is 179,000 people, with Côte des Neiges 180,000 people, and NDG is about 80,000, something like that. And now I'm in Côte Saint Luc, CSL, which also has a big population. As you can see by these are 10 stories, 15, that one's like 13 stories, big residential buildings here. I don't know how well you see with the audio, you hear better than, which is the most important, than the video, but to be the service and security, and integrated with the social media, integrated with the web cams, with a public-private partnership from all food corporations, food organizations, from the farmers. They need, and I'm willing, leaders of the free world, need to go kiss the hands of the farmers, wash their feet, give them a massage. We'll record it, we'll film it live direct, Facebook, Instagram. I'll do a little bit of rapping, a bit of dancing for the farmers and the workers and the truckers. The workers and the truckers, and the leaders of the free world will do a little bit of that, and I'll do it with you. We'll do it together. We'll rest, we'll dance, we'll love, we'll laugh, I will cry. I cry. CRY. It's okay to cry. We got feelings, emotions, tough times, issues. I understand a lot of artists, athletes, and business people, artists, athletes, or some of them are all of each. It's yours truly, Rainbow Dragan. But artists, business people, and athletes, I want to go back to business. I want to go back to business. They're multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires. I haven't heard anybody do major. Say, hey, listen, during COVID, I'm going to mass finance food security, public transit. They want to go back to business. They had a good time. They had a good run. Had a good run. See that worker? We saluted each other. I wasn't sure if he's gonna stop. If you see me, it's dark. So I saluted him. He needs to get pay raised. He's contributing to food security. Feeding the people. Feeding the people. From goddess who dances with a brother, the sun, to the truckers who deliver here in these big grocery stores, to that person who delivered the pizza. The food. It's in this perimeter, in the circular manner. XYZ. Cover probably in the range when I'm gonna close the circle. Population, maybe 300,000 more, maybe, because I went deep I went, now I'm in Côte Saint Luc, so I'm gonna be Montreal West. I'm gonna cover part of different boroughs, maybe even close to 500,000, maybe 500,000 in the perimeter. They got food secured. They got it for 40 days, as I'm requiring for it the minimum to be required, right? To have fridges in case of emergencies, and for the next pandemic to be future protocols, right? Future protocols for the next pandemic. Look at that big building. It's a big residential building. There's hundreds of people living just in that one. It's a big gray. It's very gray. But to my taste, they could use some color. If I would be a multi-millionaire athlete, artist, activist, I'm not a minus 494 at the bank. Pay my $4 a month protection so they can't charge me the 38 extra fee, and pay and got $9,965 in debt. So I'm in the red. So can't do it. But what I can do is, if they're allies, armies, and supporters, can be of service, can cook, can clean, can massage, can therapy, XYZ. Right? Massage, wash, cook, clean, do service, love, love, love. I'm surprised, a bit upset, angry, moody, because multi-millionaire artists, rappers living in gated communities, man. It's been a while. You moved out of the hood in 2007, man. Start rapping like you're in the hood. Steel toe boots. This is the hood. Dragan marches and marched years. Is marching now and will march in the streets, concrete jungle. Right here. Steel toe boots. Y'all living in gated communities, man. Athletes too, not only rapper artists, pop singers. Look at this big residential building. What's in the box? Empty box. I'll recycle it. Right. Look at this big residential building there. 13 stories. Can use some color. Some red, some green, or some green, red, yellow, purple. All the colors of the rainbow. See? Here we are at the intersection. Côte Saint Luc. Corner Côte Saint Luc Road and Ashdale. Ashdale and Côte Saint Luc. I see the recycling there. That's good. Thought I was gonna find some food in it. Guess I was wrong. Oh yeah, there it is. Double, see? Cycle it. Oh, it's gotta be some crushing. There we go. Did my part. A little tiny part, but maybe would have went in the woods, harmed some flora or some fauna. As you can see here, we have trees. Beautiful, majestic trees. Look at this one. It's 7 times bigger than me. See? Look at these big residential buildings here. Look how gray. Multi-millionaire business people, artists, rappers, absentee landlords. How much you got stashed up, landlords? Y'all make $1 million already, got $1 million? Got 7 cars, you don't need an 8th one. Got 3 houses, you don't need a 4. Put some color, get some paint. Painted some. Painted some. Oh yeah, see some red there, that's good. It's only a bit, but I like it. See? These trees. If I wouldn't have put that into the recycling, and see there was one recycling there, and one recycling there, and one recycling there. Makes like a triangle. Here I traced a verbal triangle there. So right here at the corner of Côte Saint Luc and Sunnybrook, we're now gonna turn and we're gonna head on this side. Sunnybrook, yeah, I'm broke, but I can rub like the sun shines. Yeah, I admit it, I'm broke. Now I ain't got no money for the studio, but I'm the best lyricist of 2021, yo. November, yep. Rain, make it thunder, wake it up. So, somewhere it's summer though. They gotta be calculated smart, but sometimes I just gotta keep it straight with you though. You don't walk and dance like steel toe boots like I do though. Yeah, I moved in 2007, living in gated communities, bro. We got families, children out needy here though. Yeah, I'm multi-millionaires already. I got your money. Start rapping like you're motherfucking struggling in the hood, man. Yeah, most of you need to come out anyway, be LGBTQ like me. Most of y'all LGBTQ don't want to come out. I understand, we be bullied, they're trying to bully us. And we ain't getting no motherfucking bully, don't bark at me, boo woof woof woof. See, I'm throwing motherfucking dirt, poison in my eye. Stop throwing dirt, poison in my eye, brother. I know you want a piece of this ass. You ain't put that when you joined the army, or when you joined the NFL, or when you joined the police force. You didn't put that. I fucked my brother in the ass when I was young. You didn't put that. You left it out. It's okay. I'm not perfect. Here, I give myself a slap. Ah, ah, ah. I got triple trouble. His hidden fears, hidden lusts, hidden desires have been driving us, some people, in our character, our nature, our disposition. Canadians, Americans, North Americans, Europeans, and anybody who can relate for that matter. Our desire to love hard, whether straight love, bisexual love, homosexual love, interracial love, interracial homosexual love, interracial bisexual love. I think Colin Nassib is the only LGBTQ player in the NFL. Every time now they're playing, Thursday? On the field now as they're playing Thursday in the NFL. There's one on each side, on the offensive and on the defensive. That is a LGBTQ. They are liars. They lie. They hide who they are. They tell themselves delusions, man. They're all liars. Right now as they play, I'm walking in these steel-toe boots, imagining being of service, securing food, housing, and transport, and loving in whatever way my allies, armies, supporters, who are now are my family. And these steel-toe boots. Now in the NFL, some of them just to be there on the field and making a few, how much? What is the average salary? 2.2 million in the NFL. That way. While my average American brother and sister, the middle class, slowly disappeared since the great financial crisis. When yours truly remember working overtime, hours being cut twice from overtime, had investments, was investing regularly, had plans. They let us down then. Millions of us workers on the front lines, as the leaders of the free world have done during this COVID. Most, not all. Don't like to generalize. Don't like to generalize. And right now, the NFL, they're playing, making average, since there's at least 16 games, they don't make it to the playoffs, so averaging a few $100,000. Of course, they go to training and what have you, but on this Thursday, right, about 1 hour. For that 1 hour on the field there. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And now they're playing Thursday. 11 offense, 11 defense. There's one of them guaranteed who is LGBTQ. I understand they don't want to come out, financial, economic, commercial reasons. They want their 11th car. They want their third home. I want to go back to business. Took Colin Nasib is the only playing for the Raiders. That's why I'm wearing this hat, which has mysterious origins. Colin Nasib is the only gay LGBTQ player who's open about being gay and LGBTQ in the NFL. It's not the only one. Right now on the field, 11-11, there's at least one who is LGBTQ, bisexual, gay. I can guarantee that 1 out of 11 playing now, Thursday. Who's playing now, don't know. Is part of the LGBTQ. We don't admit a lot of things. We let them grow crooked in the dark. I'm asking NFL to triple, 300% times 3 the salaries of the cheerleaders and invite them to support the dancing goddess army. If no less than half, 50%. Owners and athletes. Right? We have service and security. We have service and security. And to attain harmony between civilization and nature. Changed trajectories, changed direction, and marching south now. Marching south now on these steel toe boots. Marching south now on these steel toe boots. I feel it. It's the 3rd march in a row. It's gonna be averaging together more than 3 hours. It's gonna be an average of 11 hours or so. Approximate total in Tuesday, with yesterday, Wednesday, today, Thursday, more than 11 hours marching in steel toe boots. See? Nice music. Love that music. I'm not gonna stay listening because last time it wouldn't want to sound like copyright. See that worker, a brother or sister or LGBTQ, that person who's working delivering food, man. His salary needs to get better. He needs a better deal. A lot of his absentee landlords, man. Not all, don't like to generalize. And we have a counterbalance to have also some responsibility, some duties, some obligations, right? The NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB, Major League Baseball, and patriarchal sports leagues. Patriarchal sports leagues, they are patriarchal sports leagues. Since 1984, they have been able to make millions of dollars because civilization, us society, enabled them. Now, I don't know if I paid for this hat or not. It's of mysterious origins, might have found it, might have bought it secondhand, might have gotten it as a gift. It's been a few years, I don't remember. I lost a lot of memory. I survived a near fatal head wound, head injury, brain injury, head injury, near fatal, near molar. A black sword years ago. My sword will be half black, half white, and the handle rainbow. But to the miracle of, scientific miracle of physical activity, working out, training, exercising, and reading. Thousands of books, as I've made the libraries of the city of Montreal, Hawk Island, my second home, and the thousands of books, my friends, and I've written tens of thousands of pages of philosophy, poetry, theory, songs, script ideas, creative ideas, which are now given in the coming, have been giving in the past days, weeks, months, and will be giving in the coming days, weeks, and months in a compendium as embodied in the Dragon Kingdom. Drew another trillion kisses for my allies and armies, from the goddess of starlit heaven, which sends one kiss to her sister who dances with her brother's son. So given in a compendium now, the philosophy is embodied in a democratic fusion, the universal revolutionary centrism of the Phoenix People's Party, the anti-war, anti-poverty, anti-racism, universal love party, and of course the Dragon Kingdom and the Dancing Empire, which are one. Under the sun, under the stars on earth. And of course the citizen integration theory. Citizen integration theory is one of it, and of course debt refusion theory, which I'm calling to put into practice in order to finance world peace, international justice, and global freedom, securing global freedom, attaining harmony between civilization and nature by creating the two complementary cooperative covenant institutions of the Dragon Army and the Dancing Goddess Army. To organize mass dancing events for the mass cleaning of the oceans, rivers, waterways, lakes by debt refusion. So taking all existing public and private debt, my private, if I'm X1, and if private debt is categorized as X, then the independent debt, if I'm X1, you're X2, and there's hundreds of thousands, hundreds of millions of X's across the world. Hundreds of millions of X's across the world. In order to secure food, housing, and transport. So debt refusion, taking all private and public debt. My private debt is X1. If I'm X1, you're X2. And there's tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of X's. Canada, US, NATO member countries, and beyond. And the public debt, the public would be represented by the letter Y. So if Y is Canada, Y1, Canada, Y2, United States, Y3, Germany, Y4, Israel, and so on and so forth, for our NATO and our allies willingly loving. So taking all private and public debt, whatever the number is, refusing it, meaning that number, putting it as credit, and begin a global central bank to issue a universal unit of exchange, probably by biometrics, the hand, the voice, and the eye, our unique biometric identifiers, and create with that the two complementary covenant cooperative institutions of the Dragon Army and the Dancing Goddess Army, officially titled International Citizen Integrated Social Security Force, aka the Dragon Army, and the International Integrated Dance League, aka the Dancing Goddess Army, in order to secure food, housing, and transport by the Dragon Army for all. Thus with this we will secure, ensure freedom, and to attain harmony between civilization and nature. With that we will ensure freedom, secure civilization, harmony between civilization and nature, because the Dancing Goddess Army will be for purpose and for pleasure. We'll clean a little bit like I've been doing just then, putting in the where it needed to go in the recycling box, the cardboard, because otherwise the wind might have blown it, might have went into a tree, a squirrel or rabbit. There's rabbits and squirrels there. I've gotten it, they ate, tried to eat from it, whatever, and it'd have polluted even more. It needs to go to recycling. It was a cardboard box. So cleaning the oceans, rivers, waterways, lakes, and dance for pleasure and be of service will be the dancing goddess army. Organize mass dancing events across the world for the mass. Yeah, dance baby dance. Dance baby dance. Just saw a child dancing from afar, love it. You dance, you go dance, dance, what's the dance? Priestess of the goddess love you. Kiss you dressed in whatever color you wanna do. Do it left, do it right. That was nice, better than I can dance. My children dance better than I can. You're gonna teach me. Volunteering with children it's my favorite volunteering. My favorite community volunteering work. I'm writing children's books, which will include some physical activity and dance. Gonna go quickly check my bank account to see if I'm not overly too much in the minus. Waiting for my first commission. Hey, what is that? See, I washed my hands, I disinfected my hands. It's a mess in here. Somebody made a mess. I clean it up. I transferred $13.03, 13.3 to my account, which is in the minus 495. In case I need food security more. See? So now I owe 9,978 and minus 480. I think that we draw about 14 bucks in a week. I didn't want to go in the minus, so I made a little bit of a strategic delayed pay. So now I'm gonna wash again the hands here. See, disinfect when I came in and disinfect when I go out. Rub, clean, rub, clean. See, between the fingers, interlock, clean, disinfect. Rub, disinfect, rub. Disinfect, rub. It smells bad in there. This one I smell. Oh, it's smelly. Nice color, brother.
Thank you.
My favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm wearing it too. See?
Red is the best, man.
I love it. Love you.
See you. Take care.
Yeah. You're right. Red is best, bro. Love you, man. Man, woman, trans, gay, now, whatever, ally, whatever. Love you. What else is there? Love, 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 man. It's a nice red. Not sure, because now he was outside without the mask, but I think that is somebody who, not sure, I'm assuming, but I think that is a person who works at the across, and we've spoken a few times. Maybe that person also is struggling. Maybe also got issues like me. Maybe also is financially stressed like me. Maybe also needs a massage. Like I need a massage. If he be ally army, wants one, consent, I'll give him a good massage to all my allies, armies, supporters who want to receive it. So that's what I got, love. Love in action. And doing. And resting on the Sabbath, which is tomorrow midnight. 37 hours, 49 minutes. 42 seconds almost, 48 almost, 48 almost, 48 hour. I love the color here, red. Art, etc. November 2021. The art. 20 and 21. So that is, I think it's gonna be on next weekend, right? Next weekend. I think so. Yeah. So back to the patriarchal sports leagues. Patriarchal sports leagues. The NFL. National Football League. NHL, National Hockey League. Major League Baseball, NBA, National Basketball Association, Old Boys Club. It's not even one women's sports leagues. Not even one. How many I just said? NFL 1, National Football League, NHL 2, National Hockey League, NBA 3, National Basketball Association, MLB, Major League Baseball 4. Could add European soccer in there, 5. Just in North America, 4 major sports leagues. Which are patriotic, whether we like it or not, or you like it. It's the fact that it's a boys club. I love sport and don't want to castrate nobody. Don't be feared, nobody want to emasculate you, unless you want to be put in a BDSM leash, just as bitch. Priestess Hannah the goddess, look at these trees, look at these trees, man. It's 7 times my size. And this is just the hair of the goddess's body. The goddess that dances with her brother the sun. that dances with a brother the sun. To make, create, and produce all fruits, vegetables, and legumes. Our brothers and sisters, farmers, harvest for us to make, upgrade, or maintain civilization. They're bigger than these houses. Look at those big, majestic, beautiful trees. Kiss them, give them, yep, give a priestess Hannah some orgasm. Pleasure and purpose, yep. Pleasure and purpose, yep. Pleasure and purpose, yep. We can have both. We can have it both ways. See, civilization, houses, apartments, building blocks, and trees bigger than these. These are 4-story building, residential buildings, which are 4 stories. How many are late on the rent, struggling financially? Alright, look at these trees. They're 7 times bigger than these houses, than these buildings. These are but the hairs on the goddess's body, the goddess who gives that one kiss. And that one kiss from the goddess of starlit heavens turns into 93 trillions of kisses, which are gifted to me as credit. Adrian Hanna Dragan to finance, and I founded the World Bank, the Love is Action Bank, or the Dragon Kingdom, the Dancing Goddess Empire, calling all willingly loving, from Hawk Island, Montreal, to east, west, north, south, even the patriarchal old boys club, the NHL, NFL, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB, National Basketball Association, National Hockey League, Major League Baseball, already said 4, and they're all averaging multi-million dollars in salary. Sure, some make $6 million a year, others make $1 million, some make in between, but nonetheless they all make millions of dollars. Right now on the field, that way, that's south, as the NFL is playing, as it's 8:14 p.m. EST. Who's playing, don't know. Playing that way. Patriarchal sports leagues, NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB, Major League Baseball. Since 1984, there's millions of dollars, and we, society, enabled them. Now, I am wearing Raiders because I'm supporting Kal Nassib, because I think he's the bravest, freest motherfucker on the motherfucking field. And now on the field, 11 on one side offense, 11 on the other defense. Whatever the game is going on, whatever state, whoever's playing, east, west, north, south, central, there is, on each side of those 11, there's one of them that I have no doubt that is, like me, and like Kal Nassib, is LGBTQ. Is LGBTQ. Is LGBTQ. I have no doubt. Out of 11, there's at least one. Now, if I would have been a Freudian, I would have said there's at least 3.3. Because Freud said 1/3 of us are bisexual at least. I'm not a Freudian, I'm not Freud, but I learned psychology and the people's doctor. People's rainbow doctor. Dr. Dragan. Born through pain, suffering, and learning, and reading thousands of books, hundreds of thousands of pages, tens of thousands of books. Wrote thousands of pages of theory, songs, chants. Look at this tree. So I do believe in some of Freud's theorizing, also young, a little bit. There's a little bit of truth, but it also depends for the person, individual. We gotta also go case by case. So they're making millions. Millions of dollars. Patriarchal Sports, all boys club. I got 13 seconds to cross. 9, 8, 7. Fumble, recovery. No hate, just calling on supporting, financing, and raising the salaries of the cheerleaders thrice, at 300%, 3 times, as I'm turning dance into the most powerful weapon on earth for world peace, international justice, securing global freedom, and attaining harmony between civilization and nature. International Integrated Dance League, the Dancing Goddess Army. Right? Here's a joke. Put some truth in it. 6'6", 360 pounds. Although this tree here is bigger than him. 360 pounds, 6'6". On the defensive line or O-line, 6'6", 360 pounds. Comes in my room, office, and temple. Wants to show love, support for the Dragan Army, Dancing Goddess Army, NFL player from the NFL, or from the NHL, or from the NBA for that matter, or the MLB. 6'6", well, he's not going to play O-line if he's in the NHL, but nonetheless, he can be from the NHL, NBA, whatever sports leagues of the aforementioned patriarchal all boys club sports league. 6'6", 6'6", tall. I'm trying to get to 6 foot. I think I'm almost there. God is gonna kiss me, I'm gonna grow. Got tiny hands. I catch trillions of kisses from the goddess. Tiny feet and a tiny little scar. My little androgynous clit dick, androgynous dick clit, androgynous clit dick. It grows a little bit, not much. So got tiny trinity, tiny feet, tiny hands, tiny scar. My little androgynous tiny clit. Tiny. So this 6'6" player in the NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB, comes in my room, office, and temple. Wants to show support, do some push-ups, do some squats. Wants to support the mission of world peace of yours truly, Adrian Dragan. And he starts screaming. Ah! What are you screaming for? I'm saying to this athlete who's a multi-millionaire, wants to show love. Do my general war integrated whole body training system or dance with yours truly. Start screaming. So what are you screaming for? So what, you got spiders in your room, office, and temple? Well, yeah, holy, sacred, divine spiders in my room, Absent Temple. Having messages from the goddess. Ah! Screams again. 6'6", tough. Fought with tough guys. NHL, National Football League, NFL. Screams again. Ah! What are you doing in the bathroom? What are you screaming for? He goes to the washroom. Says, well, you got spiders there. You got a spider in your washroom. I sat down and the spider came on my toes, on my feet. I'm afraid of spiders. You, 6'6", are afraid of spiders. An hour later, we finished the workout. Goes in my kitchen. Says, go have something to drink or coffee. Sits down my small area, small perhaps for anybody to come over. My underground room house in Temple, too small. Comes, sits down. Screams again. Ah! What, third time? What are you screaming for? You got a spider here too on the side. It's afraid of spiders. My tiny little spiders, holy, sacred, divine, tiny spiders in my room, in my office, in my temple, made this multi-millionaire athlete who's been playing for 13 years, since whatever, 2007, let's say, in the NFL, National Football League, in the NHL, National Hockey League, in the NBA, National Basketball Association, in the MLB. Tough 6'6", 360-pound multi-millionaire athlete being afraid, screaming from a little tiny, small, tiny spider which he finds disgusting, repulsive, or whatever, for XYZ subconscious reasons. He doesn't like spider or had trauma. And I take those spiders and I kick him out. Get out of here. Kick him out. Back. Back. With a few kisses if he's gonna support the Dragon army and the Dancing Goddess army, of course. Get out of here. Spiders are holy, sacred and divine. They're gonna stay. My spiders are going nowhere. Spider safe. Spider safe space. Oh yeah, baby. Spiders. Tiny little spiders. Tiny little spiders. Multi-millionaire athlete. Been banged, been hit. Had survived. Healed from concussion. Is still afraid. Tiny, small, black, with yellow, gold, and red spiders, still screaming. Still screaming. Say sorry. These spiders are holy, sacred, and divine. So marching, I've turned east now, marching east, marching east, marching east again. I'm on Saint Jacques. I don't want to be smoking from the cars. Oh, it's still there, it hasn't moved. That's a workout tool, cement. I did my upper body yesterday and the day before. Maybe I'll do it a bit tonight. I need to eat. Getting moody. I had a little bit of beggar's bread. Basically, I had 3 pieces of bread and pieces of bread. Three of them. And I ate them. Crushed them into tiny pieces, and I put a little bit of that fat from pork chops from last weekend. I found it on special, so I bought it. I haven't purchased meat in a while. Maybe that's why I'm a bit moody, since last time I had blood tests, and I was sometimes a vegetarian, and I'm always open if anybody can finance supplements and 3 meals a day, be it vegan, be it vegetarian. If somebody's willing to finance me that 3 meals, probably 3 meals a day, since I work out, train, exercise, active lifestyle, we need calories to be equivalent. Vegan, vegetarian, and with the supplements necessary, the B12, and vitamin D and C, then I'm willing to take it. If not, brother or sister, financially, economically, financially, commercially, and for health reasons, my doctor recommended, can't afford it now, but said at least 2 to 3 times red meat consumption. So beef, pork, mostly beef, pork, chicken, and I don't think that much fish. I gotta check. Fish, B12? Is there in sardines fish? B12, see? I don't know at all. Gotta check. B12, what is a B12 available in the most? I know there's supplements, but can't afford those at the moment. This could be another gym there. Gym membership cannot afford either, but my training is perfect for COVID and requires no equipment. And I did 213 sessions, and I'm gonna do more until I get to 300. I was thinking if I start redoing the moon, it's beautiful moon. Moon's the eye of the goddess, yes, the goddess, they don't like it. 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 There I say God is. They don't like it. On the march. Marching east now. That was the joke with the spiders. So calling on the NFL, NHL, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB, patriarchal sports leagues, boys club, to support the Dancing Goddess Army, the International Citizen Integrated Dance League creation. To support it, support the creation thereof, in order to organize mass dancing events, to mass clean the oceans, rivers, waterways, lakes, and even this urban civilization, because you see that there's work to be done. Plastics. I just recycled that big piece of cardboard, which was for recycling. So inviting, begging, asking. Owners and athletes and artists, rappers, and all politicians and institutions, private and public organizations. Support the international citizen integrated social security force, aka the Dragan Army. Complementary covenant cooperative. With the International Integrated Dance League, the Dancing Goddess Army, in order to attain world peace, international justice, global freedom, securing and ensuring freedom, attaining harmony between civilization and nature. And please, to put some color on these big mega residential buildings such as these in my neighborhood. Just that one's gray, that one. Put some green, it's the official color of the Dancing Goddess Army, red, the Dragan Army, and rainbow, the Phoenix People's Party, the anti-war, anti-poverty, anti-racism, pro-love, universal revolutionary centrist party. In the coming days, well, and if something happens, I leave my will to continue to my sister, my friend and teacher, fourth dimension, my one and only financial sponsor, to continue the work and leave her the Dragan M kingdom. There you go, 1 trillion other kisses for the foundations thereof. Millions, billions, trillions of kisses. It's credit. So I'll leave it to her, to Anonymous, to continue the work. The Dragan Kingdom and the Dancing Goddess Empire, which are one. Under the stars, under the moon, under the sun, on earth. In order to organize mass dancing events across the world for attaining harmony between civilization and nature. Okay, this is green and this is red. This is green and this is red. And that is red and that is green. How providential. Now be careful here not to bump into anybody coming and running. Oh, that's green and that's red. And this is green and above is red. Yep. Nice color. Nice color, brother. I love the colors. My favorite. Nice color. He's all in red. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All in red. Head to toe. Maybe I'll wear that tomorrow while cleaning, purifying my room, house, and temple. It was beautiful. The suit looked new. Had a little black on it, which is nice. Mostly red. Ah, so they're throwing dirt, poison, and filth in my eye again. You know, you want a piece of this ass. Fucking liars. Right now, they're playing in the NFL, in the NHL, 11 offense, 11 defense. One of them who would be perhaps watching it now, the NFL. One of them perhaps is Popo or NSA or politician. He's also bisexual, gay, and doesn't want to come out. His 40s. He's embarrassed. He's ashamed. He's afraid he's gonna lose his money, his paycheck. I understand that. Believe me. It is with solutions we gotta concern ourselves. I just put into practice what I know works for me. I love that. Children laughing, playing. Just gonna go see if it's still for rent, that apartment. This one I know is just curiosity, because I know that one is. And this one also. This one has a little bit of a red in my neighborhood. I think it took it off. Last time it was... No, I think it's still there. Oh, it's been taken out. It's been rented. I think so. Waste decree, I agree. Yes, bins, recycle properly. COVID, recycle. See, we have a duty obligation in public, private. Have an obligation. That's the balance of the Dragan kingdom, the dancing goddess empire, harmony, equilibrium, and a new world order of peace, justice, freedom, and attaining harmony between civilization and nature. So yours truly, only 3 minutes to go, not even. My allies and armies love you, bless you, in my name, Adrian Hanna Dragan. Thousands of kisses, billions of kisses, millions of hugs, rubs, blessings of health, financial security, joy, regeneration, rejuvenation, in my name, Adrian Hanna Dragan. Join the Dragan kingdom, which is one with the dancing goddess empire. One, created two complementary institutions by debt refusion, refusing all debt, take a DIEM number, creating a global central bank, issue a universal unit of exchange by biometrics. The hand, the voice, and the eye are unique biometric identifiers. Biometric identifiers. Secure food, housing, and transport. Work together with all public and private institutions and integrate at all levels. The Dragan army and the dancing goddess army. To integrate across all level sectors. Create food, secure food, housing, and transport. And attain harmony between civilization and nature, which is these trees. Look at these trees. Look at how big and how majestic are. So trees planted, trees cut, trees kissed. Look at how majestic are these big trees, 7 times bigger than my size.